as a safe pair of hands as perhaps it used to. So now that they've had more time to get acquainted with Bubzkji, they've had more time to iron out the kinks of their nuke, are we going to see a more complete looking Astralis as we get ready to head into this second map?
Here we go. Astralis on the T side here. It's their pick, so FaZe get the choice of half. Got a quick B drop for Twist. For Astralis, it's just one set of utility on Glaive. Twist patrolling the lower bomb site, everyone else in the map upper. Glaive comes back from outside and brings the utility to the lobby. So it might be a little ramp crunch here for Astralis. Twist is getting info still outside. Silo players to worry about though, but they have yet to be spotted. I'm interested as to where this one's going. Will it be a ramp fake into a top hit and these two outside players splitting main from late Silo? Who knows? Let's find out.
Olaf wanting to fight here. We've seen that Olaf likes to hang around and keep fighting at ramp. Well, there he is getting rewarded for it. dupreeh on the receiving end of that one. Man advantage taken, but fast play down towards hell out of Magisk. He's gotten himself deep. And Glaive has opened up onto Rain out in this A bomb site. So that lost man recuperated now and pressure being applied. Twist is waiting for a knife kill in the vents. Well, they drop. Well, they give it to him. He's just left this position. Backing up now, starting to get worried about the potential of a vent drop. That's not looking like the case. It feels like this is a follow through into the A bomb site with the Heaven wrap that Magisk is embarking upon. There he is, doming Karrigan, and Brokey falls as well. Olaf is left to come in through Hut. He could deny the bomb plant. He gets there just a second too late. But him and Twist are in with kills. Olaf down to the 1v1. Just Glaive left to beat, and he's on the bomb. Balls of Steel back with the swing, and he can't quite finish the job. Glaive's just toying with him, playing with his food. They're both so low on HP. Olaf needs one bullet, and there it is from Olaf Meister. Defuse found, and it's FaZe Clan locking that in from a 2-on-4.
Oh my goodness. How the hell has he done that, Harry? The flick shot onto Heaven, and even winning that 1v1 with Glaive playing it so well, dancing, jumping, hopping away. Olaf rolling back the years and winning a ridiculous round, really. No other word for it. There's no way in hell FaZe should ever be picking that one up. Astralis is just trying to close that out. They're just trying to go for kills. And it's their undoing. That's one way to throw a spanner in the works. We got a tech timeout for Astralis right after the fact. Yeah, I don't blame them. Brain broke after Olaf's 4K. Need a reboot. I got to say, you know, I didn't think that that's how the pistol would go, because I was ready to compliment the pistol for Astralis. I actually really love the idea. We see rounds like that where you like run ramp with the bomb and then you just double back immediately and go back to A because the Heaven players dropped hell because you saw the bomb ramp, etc. And you know, CTs get baited into a ramp stack. Astralis do that, but they throw an extra spin on it. They show the bomb ramp. One of them does commit and die. They go back to lobby, but that's when the silo drop comes in. And it's not even just a main split. It's Magisk wrapping all the way around Heaven and taking so much real estate. Astralis maybe go quiet in the mid round, but that's only to make FaZe doubt Magisk is wrapping Heaven. He would have already done it by now if he wanted to. And then suddenly out of nowhere, everyone appears for Astralis. So yeah, it started great, didn't it?
I love that, like, Olaf's competitive spirit, man, still burning. Like, every time he's come back into FaZe, you know, we felt impressed with what we've got out of him, all things considered. And that round there, coming off the back of him and Twists, unreal. Like, you shouldn't win that versus any team, but especially not up against Astralis, for crying out loud, even if they aren't the exact same vibe as they used to be. Almost ruined that sentence. I don't think anyone realized
it's the core
that.
At the end of the day. It's the core, Harry. You've got the core of 4, including the coach. Yeah, not what they wanted, though. Tech right after. There's a mic problem, and I imagine things are getting fixed. You see the headsets getting comforted. And hopefully we should be able to continue.
That is a nice little confidence boosting round though, right? Like, you know, you come off the back of that Dust 2 loss of your phase. I think you're devastated with the outcome there, right? You're probably left saying to yourself like, man, if only we'd put up more of a first half, right? If only there was a little bit more to it. And, you know, the fashion that you lose that, it's so close. It's a 2v1. You're kicking yourself, but now you come into this and you get fired up on the back of Olof 4K'ing a pistol to take it over the line. Right, if that hasn't got you believing again, believing in your ability to make something of this situation when you've had far rougher hands dealt your way back on Dust, then hell, man, I don't know what it would take.
Yeah, and let's be honest Harry, let's be completely honest. With Ancient as the third map, I want to go there.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Stralis on LAN on Ancient, yeah, baby. But FaZe have got to get us there, and it's no easy feat. We've got Deegs out for the Danes. Few smokes. Looking like they're going to run the full outside setup, but look who's there, who's going to meet them in the middle. It's Twist with an SMG. Brokey baiting for him from the garage as well. And so Twist, this could be his round to farm money. First smoke is going to elude him though, and if Astralis walk the entire way, there's not really going to be any info here for FaZe. Right-clicking the smoke, though, makes it pretty clear that it's a commitment. However, the numbers are what's in question, right? 3 on ramp for Astralis. FaZe have no idea right now. It's only Olof there. He's actually dropped down. It's going to be swapped out by Brokey with the scout.
It's a little bit weird now, though. Twist is rapping the lobby. I mean, really, he can just end the round on this rap, right?
Or can he?
Oh, my... Why is Zip ready for this? He's turned back to check for him. Twist still gets the kill, and it's gotten a little bit wet and wild again in this round. They're trying to pressure Brokey at ramp. They're trying to take advantage of this guy. They can't get past this scout, and so now dupreeh is stuck here in radio, trapped between a rock and a hard place, it feels like. Bubsky with the hell wrap has been spotted. They've pieced this one together. However, Brokey isn't able to win that fight out. Olof's rotated in to try save the day, and he'll do exactly that. Living up to the hype is Olofmeister. 6 kills in the last 2 rounds, and that's going to help land the conversion. Now we've got this investment coming through for Astralis. It's going to be 5 AKs out, utility to back them up. Not an AWP in sight yet.
Yeah, all you ever wanted, essentially. So let's see what the first gun round is here. Let's see what they've been cooking up in the kitchen, because FaZe is still bonus, so we may expect some aggression here. You know, I love the move from Twist pushing outside. You might not get away with that on a gun round, but there's still plenty of avenues, plenty of options for CT aggro in a map like Nuke. More so towards the lobby than anywhere else. Pressure's being put on from the lobby, but mainly it's those smoke players crossing outside who just can get down to secret if he pleases. Brokey has spammed out Glaive from behind it, so just a random kill there, but one that FaZe will be very happy about. Astralis get 1 man down on B, but this wasn't the plan, right? They had 2 guys trying to cross with this bomb. Magisk is now alone after Glaive gets picked through smoke. So, yeah, if Magisk dies at any point in the round is over, really. Or at least it should be. So it's very important that he toes the line between, you know, coming in at the right time, but not dying without a trade available. And luckily enough, Twist is very passive in B, so Magisk is being given room to take. But where the hell do the rest of Astralis end up? Uh-oh.
Magisk, will you check?
Oh,
no. Oh, no. The answer's pretty immediate. Twist gets the better of him again. And so now it becomes a last-ditch attempt to try and save some face by getting into the A side of the map. You can't get past Rain, not right away. And with this Deagle in hand, Rain's pistols are pretty deadly. It's only damage to Zip. 2-on-3. Grinds to a bit of an awkward halt. What with that bomb cut loose?
To save.
And yeah, they've just got to bow out of it. So that's a little rough, man. You lose the bomb in that fashion, it becomes a very, very rough round to try and recover. Even though they get some kills up towards A, don't matter, man, when the bomb is firmly under FaZe control down lower.
There's already, you know, a big piece of info that Astralis can gain, though, off of this loss is that Twist is just dropping B out of spawn in so many of these rounds. He did it in the pistol, remember, to peek secret. He got spotted from Silo, and so they saw him there. And just in that round as well, right? Magisk finding out the hard way the Twist is tucked down in B. You usually expect those CTs, if they're patrolling B, to play for info, right? To be jumping on the stairs, cycling smokes, trying to get the info. How many players down lower? It's because Twist is so passive. Astralis are thinking, well, we're being given all this room. Let's take it. So an annoying round to lose, but really coming down to a Brokey smoke shot and the bomb getting dropped thereafter. Astralis now have to make magic happen with a force buy.
I like it though. It feels like we're getting a fired up FaZe clan, man. It really does. And I think that this is only happening because Dust ended up being so close in the very end, right? You can try flipping the script and say, oh, surely they're feeling rough that one slipped away from them on their map pick. Alternatively, you know, they could have just got banged out 16-4. It looked like that maybe it was going to happen at one point in time. And they've been reminded that Astralis isn't the Astralis of old. There are still some holes to be exploited. This is a bit more of a fragile team than it used to be. Slow in lobby. Easy does it for Astralis. Hoping they were going to get given something by FaZe early on, and that's not happened. They have at least wasted through a lot of this utility on the FaZe clan side, so that's going to help when the push comes in. However, the push still needs to find something. Olof takes the head off of Bubsky, drops down the ramp, and lives to tell the tale. On top of that, he spotted the bomb. He also saw flashes to complement that push, so he knows Astralis were trying to take this ramp control. Now he's got Twist, dropped down early to help him out. Olof trapped in, so much damage done. Allows room for Karrigan on this rotation, but still it's only one. Here come the trades back, and it's Rain doubling up to save the day for FaZe. 4-0. It gets a little bit dicey for a moment. Olof and Twist putting in some work, more so Olof as the attention's drawn away. And Rain with a big decon swing. I like that he just barrels out, right? He's got that element of surprise. He knows he's got the bomb trapped. And on the back of dropping the bomb, even if he hadn't followed up immediately after, it should have been a done deal for FaZe.
Yeah, just the flood in the bomb site, right? Those rotates are so quick, and, you know, Rain knows that not only with 10 seconds on the clock, which certainly helps him out, but, you know, Astralis have just finished fighting Karrigan on the ramp flank. So, you know, when I think of FaZe on this map, I think of like old FaZe, and I think of like Nico's cooling. And I think one of the criticisms we always had of like the CT Newcon FaZe, Harry, was they would never be good at collapsing on teams in moments like that. They would always be far too passive in these 4-on-2s to a degree that you know makes sense, right? It's logical. You don't want to be giving away kills, but in a position like that, you definitely want to be flooding. Karrigan throwing his body at it, getting a 1-for-1. Rain running through the door. The pressure is always on Astralis. They can never get comfortable in the B bomb site. So nice rotation FaZe, more pistols for Astralis, and surely more rounds to be had on this CT side.
Smokes it down, and this time no one is caught crossing. Bubsky's got to run through the molly. He takes a bit of damage from that, but 3 players are down in this B site. And for once, we don't have Twists here early. He's not dropped B from the get-go, so Olof is solely responsible for this B bomb site. He's going to call across to the rest of the team. Yeah, they're down here. They're running amok in B. Still fighting outside. Karrigan and Rain win those fights, and so we're down to this 3 remaining on the B bomb site. Oh, down to 2. Things go from bad to worse for Astralis in this one here. Double Tech-9 hold from Glaive and Magisk. They've got this crossfire. That's about it. Flash to set up the peak. Glaive's going to get the kill, swinging the door. Now it's just him in the clutch. And they literally and metaphorically shut the door on him.
Clean as can be for FaZe, right? 1 death, no problem at all. Rain is having a great game right now. And so who knows where this is going to go for FaZe. 5-0 up. Luckily, only an eco for Astralis. It did come very close, right? That bomb almost going off, but FaZe are there in time to cut the wires.
Yeah, plus they did have kit on Brokey, you know, like yeah. Olof is the guy, not Olof. Rain is the dude who sticks it, doesn't have a kit, but he wanted that MVP, man.
Glaive could have bought the orb. He had more than enough money for orb before nades, but he's still gone with the AK. So, you know, we're still trying to figure that one out, work out where the orb's going to be going, how often, and you know, is it map dependent, right? Was that more of a Dust 2 thing for Glaive? Are we going to see dupreeh on nuke here? But no T-side orb just yet for Astralis. They're still running a lot of executes. We've had outside smokes almost every round so far. Brokey, he doesn't care anymore. He's up in the door, he's up in your face. And dupreeh's got to hold on to the lobby alone. Not going to happen today. 5 on 4, it's a beautiful start. Brokey's already dropped lower as well, down the vent. And so he's going to be joined by Olof from ramp 2. FaZe, 5 on 4, and a double lower setup. Doesn't get much better than this.
Brokey's this first point of contact. Even getting one and then just dropping off with the AWP here is huge. He's going to get the information at a bare minimum. Brokey sees Molotovs raining over. He knows he's getting faced, but they do cross by. They manage to get past this AWP and now find themselves in control room and the vents holding off these rotations. Astralis, even though they've got all this control, they've gotten past the AWP, they don't have a path into the site just yet. They're having to take a bit of time clearing out Olof. Brokey with a response. This AWP starting to come alive now and set up FaZe in a 4-on-3. Look at this mini-map as well. Still towards outside is Zip. He's trying to play in late to the round. Karrigan is fighting his teammates down on the B site, but here comes Zip on that lurk. Deals with the AWP, but Rain and Twist, the odds now stacked against them, and Bobski removes another from the ranks of FaZe Clan. That's more like it out of Astralis. The late lurk from Zip, coupled with Magisk finding success, works wonders.
Yeah, great utility as well, right? Like FaZe, they may have those double lower rotates, but they actually had no one in the bomb site. You would love someone to get on the rafters and play that Xantara's position, able to anchor, able to get a multi-kill. But FaZe were completely cut out, right? Brokey was stuck in decon. Olof was mollied and smoked off at the ramp. Brokey's still able to put up a lot of impact with that AWP, but it still falls on dead ears with Astralis holding the post plant. Nice round on the board now. And they're going to head outside for a change. Not really much of a change. This time it is heavy, though. It's often been 1 or 2 players trying to commit. This time, the majority of Astralis crossing below B. Twists again here, and he's not made it a secret either. He's throwing his smoke. So Astralis know that secret is being controlled by FaZe. And it's always awkward when you get this big smoke in the choke there. You never know whether to double back and try and set up on an A split or commit into the unknown below. They're taking their sweet time. This is for all the money, and Astralis know that better than anyone. Winning this round would completely quench FaZe of any cash.
Yeah, we do have this double B hold once again, looking to come through. This time, it's not just Twists dropping down. He's also got Brokey on that AWP to give him a helping hand. And you've got Olof holding onto ramp, who can also come down for a rotation. So a lot more attention towards this B site out of FaZe in this round. Is that the right call? It feels like it. Missed shot for Brokey, but it doesn't matter. It was by design. Twists is there to capitalize on the back turn player. dupreeh holding onto lobby has just lost that bomb out towards door. He's now the man tasked with trying to trade these kills out. A very rough round for Astralis. 10 seconds left, and they are saving. The barrel's been spotted as the Twist collects that kill from the vents. dupreeh gets out with the AWP, but it's another round up on the board for FaZe, and it's a flawless one at that. Hugo, you just mentioned the money. You just mentioned that if Astralis won that round, they broke FaZe's economy. On the back of a flawless round when it mattered most. FaZe don't have that as a worry any longer.
Yeah, right. It's quite the opposite. In fact, it might be Astralis' problem sooner rather than later. And what a round to win as well. I mean, it is a series of unfortunate events for Astralis in terms of that bait and switch from FaZe being beautiful. Brokey misses his orb shot, but Twist immediately opens the door. And that's part of the difference as well, as I just talked about in that B bomb site. Last time Astralis took that round, they had the site for free. Yes, Brokey was in secret causing problems, but no one was actually in in B. Well, this time Twist was there to anchor, and that was enough fear to send Astralis back up the vent, and then it all just falls apart, right? dupreeh loses the timing to that lobby push. Karrigan gets an AK and somehow gets out alive, and the bomb gets dropped right up the vent as well. So nothing goes right for Astralis in that round, but great calls from FaZe. Like, they know exactly what Astralis' game plan is. It's been going down secret from the get-go. They've been doing it every round, and FaZe have always been there in time.
Oh, Brokey taking a peek through the door, waiting in back lobby is Zip, and he's not going to reface that, while the rest of his team, they're crossing with the outside smokes again. This is really all we've got out of Astralis. Throw the outside smokes, cross behind them, and try to make something happen in the B bomb site. Now, you know, I'm not one to question the might of a guy like Glaive. I'd love to see a little extra, something else, right? Because it's become a little easy for FaZe to figure out. And so we are seeing a change now. They throw the outside smokes, they barrel down B, and they come back up secret to try to retake outside control. You need to get past Twists. Doesn't want to concede this territory, doesn't want to give it up for free. He is free dominating them right now, and there it is. The kills come through. Twists holds on to outside, and the rest of the gang swoop on in. It must feel kind of wild for Astralis, because in that round, they try to throw a fake in. They try to give the illusion, yeah, we're going B again. This is all we've got. This is all we've been able to piece together. They come back up out, and yet still they find themselves running into 3 FaZe players.
Yeah, absolutely trapped. And Twist is having a great day. You can see it in his aim. He's just tapping. He's just going for these burst shots. He's done a lot of damage in this round as well. And now Astralis back for sure. 7-1, fast outside in this one. The gap in the smoke caused by Molotovs. Twist going to drop another. Astralis still able to patch the gap and cross towards B. But Twist is outside this time. Who's filling that void? Today it's going to be Olof. Coming down on the ramp side, anchoring in dark. Astralis, this is the most room they've gotten in B for free, right? They've taken some damage to Magisk, but in terms of coming all the way up to control window and not even meeting a player yet, that might be temptation in and of itself to commit.
Yeah, but Brokey's already rotated into the ramp room, so he's going to be able to help out Olof with this B site hold. And with doors getting swung open, glass getting broken, they're aware of the body count in B. Nice shot from Brokey. Olof drops the bomb and follows up with a second. Bubsky and Magisk are reduced to rubble down on the B bomb site. And with the bomb cut loose, Astralis, their round got even harder. A 2-on-5 is bad enough. The fact that FaZe are eyeing up this bomb, locking it down on B, makes it really an impossible round.
Yeah, this is a masterclass from FaZe right now, and they have just completely uprooted whatever Astralis brought into today, whatever game plan they had in the office. Well, it's been ruined. 20 seconds. Zip just looking for kills here. There might be guns to retrieve, but he's now all that stands. All eyes of FaZe on him. They're boxing him in right now. Look, nowhere to go and nowhere to hide. It's FaZe 8-1 up right now. Brokey's getting loud. You love to see it, love to hear it. And this is a very different FaZe to the first half team that we saw on Dust 2.
Yeah, this is the FaZe we wanted to see, man. Like, this is exactly what we wanted.
Yeah, and, the weak performer, or one of the weak performers for FaZe, who was having impact, but, at least in the numbers department, wasn't really there. It was Olof. He's now the guy just making this happen. Look at the bomb drop there, the double headshot with the AK. He's 12-2, man. We've got fast A flashes into the hut, and out goes Astralis into this site. It's a bit of a mess. It's a bit of a murder as Karrigan keeps it contained, and suddenly dupreeh is all that stands.
Yeah, the Deagle can't find a thing. Twist makes quick work of it. A great hold out of Karrigan and co, right? Lines up the hut rush. It always feels rough getting out through that little hut door, man. It's so claustrophobic in there. And for a guy like Karrigan, he just mows you all down, churns them up on the A play. 3 in the round.
Ooh.
And 9 on the board.
And you're at the point now on Seaside Nuke where you're wondering, what the hell do we do? We've seemingly tried everything. Yeah, okay, ramp's not been touched too much. We haven't seen slow A takes or splits since the pistol. But, you know, to be fair, it's been a lot of the same thing, but it just feels so suffocating right now. Yeah. Wherever you go, whatever you do, FaZe are there.
I mean, Olof is kind of flat out, like, just made you reject ramp. Every time you've gone there, man, he's gotten kills, dropped off, and been able to reposition. So you understand why they're trying to do stuff with this outside control. They're getting a lot of room, but it just hasn't been giving over the results they're wanting. The room they're being given is by design from FaZe Clan as to how they're approaching the B site. So Astralis are going to try something different here. This is looking like an A execute, right? You've got the utility, the hot roof molly getting lined up. Glaive is alone down here in secret. Maybe going to try and sell a fake. Could look to come up the vents or split main late in the round. Oh. And actually, Astralis changed their mind. They were hoping to take ramp, and Karrigan has just uprooted that very game plan by pushing the hut. Gets the info, gets 2 kills from it. So much just went so right for FaZe Clan. And Astralis' round once again has been uprooted.
Yeah, it's so sad. The Molotovs Astralis throw force Karrigan and Rain towards the hut. It forces them into the fight, which is ultimately what Astralis are not wanting there. Olof down on B does die. That's a change. That's finally Astralis getting that kill, and maybe they can do something after all. There's fast flanks, there's quick rotates, and the AWP's still up on ramp. Karrigan looking for more than 2 in this round. Glaive stuck down behind Dark. 2 in decon for Astralis. Yet to be cleared. They can take some space, try and flank Rain here, but he's gone back and he's got another kill. All onto dupreeh and Glaive here in a 2-on-3, and the bomb is ticking fast.
Yeah, you got the info. You know where dupreeh is. That's huge. Glaive, middle of the site, and oh, he's just pivoting between targets. dupreeh swings out to help him, and it takes these 2 guys left alive to put that second round on the board for the Danes. I don't know how Glaive just got away with that, man. It felt like he was dead. He got double peeked from the doors and control room, but that control room player was locked in a fight with his teammate in dupreeh. So a great example of just, you know, players pulling attention away from the point man at the right moment. It gives Glaive a lot more room in that situation there.
Yeah, finally breaking the streak, breaking the curse. Better late than never, but the curse has been far from lifted. Broky's already back in secret, and Astralis, could they end up walking into him yet again? Looks like it. Oh, the jiggle. Brokey, oh, he hits the collat. Magisk tagged down to 10, and the molly goes past Brokey. He's still got room to stand. He's going to jump up on the rail there, but Magisk is still fighting. So low. Brokey, I don't know if he even knows he hit the collat there. Now Astralis just crunching ramp. It's Olof. You talked about him. You said he's been big here, but he's missed a couple of shots. Got to drop back. Still keeping the advantage in the favor of FaZe with him not dying in that position. He says you can have ramp, but you're not getting back into lobby. However, Karrigan does fall on that flank, and now options open for Astralis.
Yeah, you see Karrigan doing that. You know that's an A-side kill. Magisk as well has just annihilated Brokey on that swing. So now this A-bomb site is looking tempting. If you need to look at anyone here, ooh, we should be focusing on a guy like Rain who's got to hold back this onslaught of Danes. The first, not the second. A lot of damage, but that's about it. Zips dropped the vents. They saw the bomb going down, but Bobski gets away with the A kill. This is madness. Olof left in the 1v1, and it's versus a low HP Zip. Now, normally, right, you'd be looking at Zip here, you'd be saying a 1v1. This is his bread and butter. This is what we expect out of this guy. Can he find the clutch to put a 3rd on the board for Astralis? Olof running straight for the bomb, just hops on it, gives it a tap, baits the peak, so much damage done. 1 shot's all that's needed, and Olof's gonna land it, defuses in, and there's no time. He doesn't have a kit. Astralis get the 3rd, Zip wins the 1v1, and we get the clutches out of him that we need to find another round for the Astralis squad.
Oh, that hurts. He had 3 grand and no kit. Those are the worst rounds to lose, where you do everything right but you're by. Damn. 15-3 on Olof, not enough to win the round. Very nice attempt, but Astralis, I mean, that comes down to Bubzkji, really, killing those rotates. How the hell does he jump Tetris and still get that shot off? Still managed to take down the vent drop. What a ridiculous round. But in the same way that we talked about FaZe's comeback after them barely finding 4 at the half, it's as attainable for Astralis, and there's still more options to get more rounds. 9-6 is not out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah, I mean, once again, right, you're 1 round win away from breaking FaZe's money, and that could launch you on a path to recovering this T side after all. Glaive's just spotted Karrigan over here in main. These smokes are a mess, and yet still Glaive has managed to cross with them. Yeah, Karrigan had no idea, and I can't say I blame him. As mentioned, there was a huge gap in the smoke. It got mollied, and so someone must have been watching that. Karrigan, I think, just missed the timing, allowing Glaive to slip the net. And so they never knew about him in secret. Now the pressure's on once again for FaZe. Broky's going to try and answer the call, but it's only the first kill found. Rain up on the rafters, good for one of his own. Twist comes in, but is traded as well. It's back and forth, left to olofmeister. Another clutch needed. Oh, Olof, you see the bomb? It's to your right, bud. Up close, he's getting fought, not reacting yet. And this is given a bit of time for Astralis to get set up. Tucked in at the back of the site is Magisk on this swing. Crossing out left, Olof's got no idea. And so Astralis take a 4th round on the back of the A play, now breaking the money of FaZe Clan. And so they can recover this half yet.
That's awkward for Olof as well. Either like someone makes a call or he thought there was a player backside because of the bomb plant noise. Who knows? But he seemed so convinced in that call. And that's really what undoes the round for him. He backs out, Magisk is able to move, and Astralis are building some more. Okay, this is no longer a one-sided map. This is no longer FaZe in control. That 9-6 half that we were hinting towards, it could be attainable. We've only got pistols here in the follow-up for FaZe. So Astralis running amok outside yet again. I will say Glaive does get tagged. He's very low, but this is all a bit of a ruse. They're walking close main. Karrigan keeps it in control. He takes a frag, and the Deagle looks for a little bit more. He even gets an upgrade, not punished. Out the hut goes dupreeh, but it's the pistols again to keep the trades up. This is a very weird round, one that now FaZe are armed in.
Yeah, this was meant to be the route to recovery. Oh, how has that just happened? Twist swinging out from heaven has deegged them through main. Oh, Bubzkji and Zip, they're the 2 left to try and brave this round. They're worlds apart as well, so they're first looking to meet up and approach this one together. Bubzkji holding on to Secret, and Zip's making his way around. Is this little army of 2 gonna be enough to pull back around that Astralis should have had dead to rights?
Yeah, Olof, yeah, this is nice. Jumping, spotting, getting that information. Gets the spot, and now he can set up inside a B, or at least fake the fact that he's doing so. 30 seconds. Astralis, they know they're walking into enemy territory. Hell, all territory is enemy territory at this point in the round. Twist coming in off ramp. Bubzkji looking to chase him down. Still got to worry about Olof and Decon and the time as well. That's ticking quickly. Spotted Olof, caught between a rock and a hard place. Bubzkji finds the first. Zip needs cover, but they're already down the vent and chasing. Zip gets the kill. No way! Astralis are going to pick up this 2v4. It's a 1-on-1. No armor for Broky, a shot from death, and Zip backs up. Bomb planted, he waits, and he bites, but he won't hit the shot. Broky with 3, and FaZe with 10. It's an eco win with nothing.
Unreal for Broky, man. You thought that they'd done enough. Bubzkji gets an incredible little transfer, right? Deals with the ramp player. While that's going on, Zip is fighting 100 different angles at once, and they're both winning their fights. It was looking so good. And somehow, the armorless Broky, someone who back on Dust 2, the map picker FaZe, had no signs that these were the kind of rounds he was going to have, steps up massively.
Great try in the 2v4, right? Like, they make that as close as they can. And Zip, very sad to lose that clutch. You would have bet your house on it, but now FaZe find double digits. And Astralis just look for a top rush.
Yeah, keep it simple, stupid, as the saying goes. Rain, a lot of damage. into the meat grinder and turn to mince as they go. The Deagle on Brokey, doubling up again. Oh, just down to dupreeh and Zip. Olof's come back into ramp. He wants fights. He wants kills. The bomb is gone. And Zip is the last guy left alive, left against it all again. Another clutch needed from him. And this time it's 6 HP in a 1v4 with no control over the bomb. If all those sentences haven't just convinced you that this should be undoable, I don't know what will.
Yeah, it may have been an 11-4 for Astralis back on Dust, but FaZe have got a little letter to send right back. Oh my goodness, Zip. Is he just delaying the inevitable? That's certainly what it feels like. Molly landing. Gotta watch out for that one, but he's walking into a triple setup. Olof ready and waiting. 40 seconds. And we all know what's coming around the corner.
Look at it, man. They've just got all this util to keep him back. Zip will swing and deal with the first. Gets the info on Twist as well, but it's Karrigan to seal the deal, to solidify that 11-4 first half from FaZe. They want to make this a 3-map series. They want to take us the distance. They want to get to Ancient no matter the cost. Can we get there? You're going to find out in a moment.
First of all, our goal is to qualify for the main tournament, of course. And after that, it's to qualify for playoffs and then see how long you can go, right? I think it's going to be like a goal after a goal right now. We've been struggling a little bit online, but I think the games have been super close. And just a few mistakes here and there, and it would have gone a different way. So, and also I think a lot of our players are experienced on LAN. And I think it will bring us something more when we play on LAN than it has online. And I think the goal is first, of course, to qualify for the main tournament.
Hey Future Pros, Nuke is one of my favorite maps. So today I'll show you a powerful fast A flash Glaive often throws for Astralis. This flash works wonders for a hut rush. Communicate to your team you have a god flash and politely ask them to rush hut. First things first, break out the window on this skylight. To throw this flash, climb the ladder. When you're at the top, aim to this section of the dome. Run forward and throw the flash while you're running against the vent. As you can see from Twist POV, he gets completely flashed. This should allow your team to get a practically free kill while entering the site through hut. Good luck and happy flashing.
Clan fans around the world right now watch on with anticipation as their squad tries to take this the full 3 maps. Back on Dust 2, it was Astralis taking off heads and stealing the show, denying a comeback attempt from FaZe at an 11-4 half. Now Astralis would have to embark on a journey of their own of equally epic proportions here on their map Pick a Nuke.
Yeah, 4-round T-sides. It's not what we used to from Astralis, but FaZe Clan, man, they're really bringing the heat to this one. We've had a great game out of Olof as well. Brokey's recovered, and Zip's got Julies. So, all right, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. However, they will be avoided. As much as Astralis went outside on this T-side, FaZe will do the same, crossing to Secret with the bomb. Glaive trying to spot and stop, but he can't do much here from a range, and we've got numbers down on B. Popsky, oh, he falls out the vent, maybe not ready for them that deep. FaZe will run wild in this B site. Magisk only gets the nade out in time, as well as him and Glaive finding in-sync headshots, drops the bomb, and leave FaZe a man down.
Zip with the dual Berettas as well. These things are lethal up close, damage onto Raid, and now information gained. Zip falls back. Dodges Olof's flank from the vents. Oh, there's Olof taking heads off. Olof was the guy who made that last pistol round happen in the first half. He's looking to be that guy again. Magisk, 4 HP, and Olof absolutely ruins his day. Oh, incredible scenes. Rolling back the years is Olof Meister. And he's put 12 on the board for FaZe Clan. The pistol round recovered. Somehow, some way.
This is glorious. I don't care how much you like Astralis. You don't like Counter-Strike if you don't like what we're getting right now out of Olof.
You don't like Counter-Strike if you don't like Olof Meister, right? I think that is tried and tested.
19-6. This guy is on another level right now. These headshots are clinical. And FaZe, they're just looking to make this a quickie. They want to get to Ancient. They want to try the new map. And Olof is hopping his way out ramp to do so, dropping down into a stack, however. Gotta watch out. Magisk is here with his friends, and him and Zip land a killer piece. The Deeg follows up after the nade, and the bomb is under Astralis control. They did the same on Dust, right? Losing pistols, winning forces. That's the hope.
Yeah, you're kind of freaking out here if you're FaZe Clan. You know you've made a grave error losing this bomb. Luckily enough, you've got Karrigan to retrieve it. He's had to expend his smoke. So now he's got no utility left. And even though you've dodged this B stack, it's not to say the A site's any better, right? Even as you go into hell, you've got dupreeh holding with this scout from CT. If he meets Karrigan first, it's an instant kill. Oh, shot misses, and Brokey's going to capitalize. Out here in main, Bobski's Deagle trying to do good on the promise of winning this force by Brokey with the bomb plant, maybe given a chance. However, he doesn't stick it right away. He fakes it out, and this is given time for him to be wrapped through heaven.
Oh, missed shot from the scout. If he can get to the vent, maybe there's a chance to drop. That's the last thing they're ready for, but Glaive is quick in the flank, and he's going to be able to win the round for Astralis. Nice work from Magisk and Zip down on B. And even though the scouts almost let Astralis down, well, they win it, Harry. 12-5, and there's hope yet.
And that was in both the pistol and the force spy. We had like in tandem pistol kills with utility to suddenly, like, the way that FaZe experienced both of these rounds so far was 5v5, 5v5, 2v5. Yeah. Like, that was it. Like that is essentially the outcome of it. Everything is just so quick that it felt like FaZe didn't even have time to realize that round was getting out of hand. It just already was out of hand.
Yeah, and then Astralis are doing the most painful thing, which is in the 2v4, they're not giving you anything. They're making you, you know, pick a bomb site and actually try and get through one of these crossfires. So in that 2-on-4, yes, dupreeh misses his scout shot, but he gets the info at least, and Astralis have everyone ready on A to win the round. Here we go, though. Deegs and Twists with an AK. There was any man for the job. Let's see what he can get done with it outside. The rest of FaZe ready in lobby as well. And Astralis want to meet them there. Glaive even crept past. His timing is good. Karrigan spots the back player, but Glaive is so much closer. And Olof finds out the hard way. flashing in, trying to fight back. Glaive blinded, wins the fight. The rest of FaZe running amok outside. And even though the scout hits a shot, it's going to be Twistzz finding the kill.
Yeah, that's a gnarly little shot out of Twistzz. But will he live crossing into Garage? He will. Will the rest of the team? The guy that managed to make it across is Brokey. Twistzz is on 1 point of health as well. So Astralis may be on their way to a 6th. They have to be ready for Brokey to make it up heaven. This is what he's looking to do.
Oh. Did he change his mind? Did he make noise?
He might have. It looked like the jump up onto that little AC vent was a little scuffed.
Yeah.
I don't know if that made him change his mind.
Dear. This is a mess.
They got 8 seconds.
They got to die.
Yeah, just die.
Please.
Please.
Oh, no.
Please.
Zip.
Kill me. And there it is. Bubzkji will provide mercy. He could have waited the 1 second to ruin the money.
Because I was wondering that in the first half, we saw a round where Twistzz was in the vent next to Glaive, and like there were 4 seconds left, and Glaive wasn't looking, and Twistzz just took the kill. And I get wanting to just take the kill while you got it, but I always wonder, what if you wait a few seconds? What if you risk it? If he turns, you can still fire. So a team like Big, you know, God B's Big, when Smooth was in the team, we're talking clones ago.
Yeah, man, you're going back a while there.
Yeah, they were, because it's the only team that I've ever seen do it so many times. They would always be calming that, and like if there's 10 seconds left, they'd be hiding, they'd be knife out, running away, and
that's
killing
just
off the
classic
time.
God B for you, though. That's the kind of guy he is. He wants to use everything he can to ruin you. dupreeh and Bubzkji making quick work of this round. It's exactly what you want. It's just Glocks. They shouldn't get anything done, and so they won't. It's as simple as that, really. Astralis onto 7. And so now we've got the investment from FaZe. If they want to keep feeling good, you would love to come into this rifle round, hit the ground running again in the second half, and start to pick up the momentum. Because Astralis, they are building back into this game with each round that goes by.
Yeah, you're not up against a team that's going to be giving up at an 11-4 scoreline, that's for sure. And, you know, considering FaZe almost pulled the same comeback on Dust 2, that just shows how attainable it is. Round by round, though, that's all you can really take it. Heavy outside for Astralis. 3 players trying to fight. Fast rush for FaZe could have won the round, but they're not to know. The nades on Silo, and then FaZe go up late. They know that there's very little utility left for that position. Got the smokes again for FaZe. Wide smokes. dupreeh cut off in the garage with nothing. But we often see CTs get flashed through. Don't need to when you've got Glaive spamming the smoke for a double kill. Now dupreeh just sneaks in, slinks behind enemy lines, but he can't find the kill. Twistzz somehow responding in a huge way. Double kill himself off the AK has let this round fall into question marks. 3-on-3, FaZe could regroup anywhere.
Yeah, left hanging in the balance. They're going to group up with 2 back here in lobby, leaving Karrigan outside. What's he looking to do from this position, right? Calling the shots. He's trying to direct the flow of his 2 teammates back in lobby to time it well with his split through main. Astralis might reaggress here. One of the worries with this outside area kind of being a bit of an unknown quantity is you're worried about Secret, you're concerned about players trying to wrap Garage into heaven. Zip's having to keep his wits about him, and as he moves into the ramp room, Olof will get the better of him. Now, they need to be ready for Karrigan. He's here, they've spotted him, they've got the info at least, and one of these players has slipped the net out through Decon. Bubzkji tries to make the round-winning play, but it's left to the 1v1 again. Magisk out into the site, does overcome Twistzz to save the day for Astralis. 8 on the board, a 1v1 going their way. And now closing the gap. The rifle round closed out. But with a bomb plant at least, guns could come through once more for FaZe. It's going to have limitations no matter which way you try to slice it.
Yeah, we got a tech before we get back in, though. FaZe with a drop player. And yeah, I don't know if FaZe even buy here, really. You know, you'd have AKs and armor. That is pretty much the be-all and end-all of that buy. So it might be tempting to, if you're not just doing a fast rush where you don't need that util to just get the Deagle armor. We've seen FaZe do a lot with Deagles today across both maps. So certainly no sleepers with that weapon. And boy, this comeback's happening, Harry. It's starting. We're not there yet, but you can taste it in the water.
Yeah, and I mean, unlike when FaZe, you know, started to really embark upon theirs and started to close the gap, you don't have like, you know, Astralis were up on 14, so suddenly it's like, you know, you've got no room for error. Astralis do have a little bit of wiggle room at least, right? They can let a round or two slip past the post and still have time to close this out in regulation. Also, I mean, that was a really nice recovery in what was a 2-on-3. You know, seemingly all the pieces were there for FaZe. Yeah. They had the outside wrap. Karrigan almost hit that timing onto the players dropping vent. It felt like that should have been a FaZe round, and I think that's how they were looking at it as well, right? It felt destined that this should have been 13 for FaZe, and with that not being the case, the pressure is applied liberally to the FaZe Clan squad once more.
And here we go. We're going back in. Game is live once again. So it's more of a question on the buys here for FaZe. More than anything, you can see it's a pretty skew if. Some pistols, some armor. Definitely room for a fast play. This is, you know, these are the rounds where you want to try and use them to figure out what Astralis are doing. If you have questions about the setup, if you don't know who's playing where or what's going on in this position, then start charging it. Start putting numbers in there. Figure out the ramp room. Instead, FaZe again throwing the cross smokes and moving behind them. Astralis have mollied red, so that could be putting off the smoke here. FaZe are going to throw them on the fly instead. And so it will be no problem. They know what to expect from Astralis after all. Strong start from Glaive, the rest of FaZe waiting to explode the hut. Bubsky's got a lovely little angle to get info, and he's got help from the rafters as well. Olof dead, the molly segregates the rest of FaZe and forces them into the AWP.
Oh yeah, and you don't love that if you're FaZe. You didn't realize the Magisk was posted here with this gun. And oh, guess what? There's another. Where there's one up, there's two for Astralis in this round. You think you've made it past Magisk. And in reality, it was all set up for you to go into the waiting maws of dupreeh. Now 3 between Astralis and FaZe. There was a point in time where this was a 12-4 game.
Yes, indeed, Harry. That was FaZe with a pistol round after an 11-4 half as well that didn't get converted, as you can obviously see. And now the double orbs are coming out as well. It gets even more scary. Glaive just not AWPing on this map so far either, right? It was dupreeh on T side. Now it's Magisk and dupreeh. So this AWP is very, you know, very up in the air for Astralis, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. We've seen a lot of teams have success with, you know, cycling AWP players off of spawns, off of feeling, off of map, off of day. And so there's nothing wrong with that, but obviously it's very hard to fill the shoes that Device left. Yeah. And I think that's the thing Astralis realized more than anything. It's like, we're never going to make it up in the same way. We've just got to use it, you know, to our advantage when we can.
If this Magisk secondary AWP, though, is looking to become like more of a reoccurring feature, Magisk could actually become like the most complete player in Astralis, right? He can lead, yeah. he can rifle, and if he's going to start to become a threat with this gun as well, then maybe Magisk could be onto something banging. There's the opener. And now FaZe, it's back to the drawing board again. They're left trying to come up with solutions to these problems, and everywhere they look, they're just finding more problems.
Death raining in, and Flanks following up. Zip in the back line, and the scope will elude him, but it's still a 4-on-2 here. We need key entries from key players, and there's only 2 up for FaZe. Rain falls, and Brokey just trying to trade, cannot. It's dupreeh with the AWP showing up big, and yeah, these 2 AWPs, Harry, in the last 2 rounds that they've been in have had huge impact. So Astralis, the fact that they pulled these 5 rounds in a row and only now are starting to show AWPs, that's scary for FaZe. They're probably still figuring out the first 5 rounds. Now you've got a whole new problem to approach.
Just like back on Dust, right, where we saw them running this double AWP setup to great success. They're finding that same level of impact, even though it is Magisk on it over Glaive. It's very expensive, but the one, like, real light at the end of the tunnel for Astralis is that these rounds that they've been winning have been very, very clean. Look at the cash for a CT side to be sat on, you know, 9 grand on dupreeh, 6 for Bubsky. You're in such a good spot, man. You can't get broken here. It's not going to be like an immediate turnaround for FaZe. This entire game now, closing it out, is a real grind. You're going to be running into rifles. You're going to be running into the double AWPs time and time again, because Astralis have got the bank accounts to do it.
An A hit here, not a bad call by any means. They're going to force a lot of different positions with these Molotovs. Hut Roof cannot get played by Bubzkji. Oh, there's the molly. He falls off. Bubzkji with the start, and there's still a player above him to provide help. Zip does do exactly that with a double kill, and Bubzkji is able to reload in time. Only Olof, and he gets cleaned up as well. Astralis having no problem on this top site. Dear, oh dear. Is there anything that's going to break this CT hold? What a streak. Look on the right side of your screen. 7 rounds in a row for Astralis. And nothing from FaZe. We've had some close rounds. We've had some clutches coming through, but by and large, it's been pretty decisive.
Plus, the thing that's scary for me is the laser focus coming out of Astralis, right? We heard, like, Zonic celebrating after the round win, but everyone else is just channeled in, bro. They are focusing on what's to come. They're not going to celebrate until they've 2-0'd this game. That's how they're looking at it right now. Karrigan and Brokey opening the round up, but the responses are fast out of Astralis. They've still kept this in an all-right spot, all things considered. A 2-on-3. Could be far worse, what with some of the duels we saw taking place just there. The only thing that is a bit of a problem was this AWP getting caught outside on the aggression.
Yeah, dupreeh scoped up on Red, but Rain heard it, and dupreeh never knew that Rain got out, so that just favored Rain massively. Took the kill, and now he's just keeping on the pressure, trying to find out info, right? Even spotting one player in a 3-on-2 like this is huge for FaZe, because then you can make the call, all right, max 1A or max 1B, double up, trade that frag, and then you surely win the round. FaZe are going to go out A and drop through the vent. Astralis are on ramp, however. They've really put themselves in a good position to win this one. If Glaive hears them on B, that is. Because right now he's the only one here. Spots a player at the back of the site. Glaive now looking to hunt them down. Twist is trapped. He's got nowhere to go. Glaive hitting nothing there. Look dead on. He's got support at least. The dink from Zip puts Karrigan to 5, but they need to speed it up. Twist is providing cover for the low HP in-game leader, and Zip needs a clutch for the ages.
Yeah, in he comes, right? Good in clutches, but this is asking a hell of a lot. Zip, there's the first. Do not feed the beast. Oh, don't give him this round. Xyp9x, a double, and just Rain left. There is still very little time for Zip. He's got to get on this bomb, and without a kit, I don't think he can even win the round, but he can get all the kills and take him to the grave with him. It's not an Astralis round. It belongs to FaZe. No time for the defuse, but still, every one of those exits locked in.
Yeah. I mean, you said earlier, like, Astralis have this breathing room, right? They can afford to lose a round and still recover this game. A couple of rounds, in fact. Well, if you're ever going to lose a round, killing the entire opponent's enemy team and getting out alive with your gun is the best way to lose it, right? You can capitalize massively. You can, you know, come back right in and break FaZe again at 40 or 13-12. So, you know, it's not the worst case scenario for Astralis by any means. It's a nice try. FaZe is still going to be happy. They took a win. It's been a while. And sometimes that's all it takes. One round just to get your heads back in the game. But is that really going to be so simple?
It's getting real tense. It really is, you know. FaZe, they are still feeling the pressure of this comeback mountain. You know, you've finally broken this streak of Astralis. You finally have something to hold on to. But Astralis, they've planned for the future, right? As mentioned, by removing everyone, you can break the money. Twists.
Okay.
Getting aggro outside, traded after 1. It's another 4-on-4. It's another even odds bout with FaZe accelerating the pace into B. Zip is already here. He was able to uproot this B bomb site in that last post plant. Well, this time the bomb isn't even down yet. He's here fighting before it's made the cross happen. First kill in for Zip. They've got him trapped. They've got him stuck. And yet still, he's good for another. Xyp9x has done everything and more that you could have asked him to do. And he set up Bubzkji and Magisk for a 2v2 retake.
I don't know how Zip gets a double kill there, but Astralis is going to be thanking him. If they can convert, it certainly looks good. Magisk with another leaves Olof, the least armed player in the round, with a UMP, just trying to get out alive, trying to get a gun, trying to change position. And he's found something, an orb. But they can get on the bomb. They've got cover. There's nothing for Olof to do but die. Bubzkji finding that, and Astralis pick up yet another retake on this lower bomb site.
Even delaying the defuse, they can go grab guns in this time. Bubzkji gets that orb out of ramp, so that's the big green put back in the hands of dupreeh for free.
And we're right back where we just talked about coming into this round, right? FaZe may have picked up one, but with no one surviving, look at their economy, right? You'll see it after these replays. It is in the dumpster. They've got a half buy. And so 13-13 does feel somewhat inevitable. That being said, Olof's got a hero AK, and we've seen him do some insane things already. Rain's right out the door. They're running A.
Yeah, it's just a simple, fast A play, and Rain's the Eagle doing what it does best, getting away with absolute murder. Gives a bit more room to Olof with this hero AK, trying to put it to good use. He tags up Glaive over in main. Astralis, this was meant to be your round. You were hoping it was going to be nice and easy.
Oh my goodness.
Now it's anything but. Brokey late lurking outside. If he catches this orb, that would be huge, but dupreeh's managed to get away. Regardless, it's a save out of Astralis. They're not even giving this round a go. They concede it to FaZe Clan. They let them get on to 14. A fast A play and the double entry from Rain is absolutely massive.
Yeah, that caught Astralis off guard for sure, right? They did still have 3 players on A. They had the numbers, but great Deeg work, and everyone was fully blind. So whoever's throwing flashes there, pat on the back. Raise of the paycheck, because no one could see a thing. So here we go, 14-12. FaZe, if they find it now, it still counts, right? It's been quite the comeback. This is actually the exact position Astralis were in, right? Back on Dust 2, they let the comeback get very, very close, and then they finished the job. Are FaZe going to be able to do exactly the same to bring us to Ancient to finish off this BO3, or is it going to be a simple story of an Astralis recovery? All too familiar. But again, lots of pressure on A. Just keeping Astralis condition, keeping them dry of utility for what would be maybe a late retake. We have got those smokes outside. FaZe looking like they want to cross towards B with some players. Even if you only fake it out now, you've been doing a lot of lower takes, so Twist could solo lurk this and you could go back to these slow and scared lobby pushes. Twist is keeping up that noise outside, but you'll notice FaZe again look like they want upper.
Yeah, being real for Astralis, you know, we said how they had all this room. They had a bit of a buffer at least. Now you have to win this round. If you want this comeback to keep coming in, this round right here is a necessity on the streak to do it. If you lose this while dupreeh's got cash, everyone else is broke. And so this could be the round that decides it all.
Yeah, Twist's coming in on a main wrap. He's going to be lurking this A site. Timing is everything with a play like this, especially with an orb trying to keep an eye on outside. It's re-aggress. Magisk has been picked up close to the door. FaZe are going to hit the hammer now. They're going to go in hard. The bomb's been dropped, though, and Bubzkji from above denies the hut push. He's got another, and everyone's dead. Blink and you miss it. Glaive and Bubzkji piece together a round between the two of them.
And if you're FaZe, heartbreaking there. You get the opener, you're 5-on-4. You try to explode into A to capitalize on that forward momentum. And you do have a lot of forward momentum, maybe even too much. It's a bit of a car crash of a round there for FaZe. Astralis posted to deal with it. They needed that for this comeback to not be in vain. Now this game is very much still up in the air. Yeah. It's anyone's to take. FaZe Clan are coming back in with a full investment here. They are putting everything they've got into round 28.
This is so scary, man. FaZe, they've had a lot of opportunities here, a lot of close rounds, a lot of buys as well, but none of them have netted exactly what FaZe need, which is at least that pressure off with a 15th round, right? That guarantee of overtime at a worst case scenario. It's good for the nerves. FaZe aren't there yet, and Astralis don't want to make it so easy. Saving their own money, saving their streak. And Glaive crossing outside. No one's here in time. I don't know if that solo player would have got the spot. Rain's looking, but it seemed like he was a second too late. Glaive ready with a one-way smoke as well. He might even climb on top of the railing to fight outside or fight towards Secret. That Molly, however, decides for him. Oh, Glaive, the Firewalker. They have no idea, no reason to throw the smoke now. They are not going to consider this position.
Glaive has mastered the elements. Started with fire, now he needs earth and wind. He's got to move mountains outside if they want to win this one. dupreeh and Magisk in with a killer piece. Glaive still peeking over this one way, being a nuisance. Rain has crept up close outside, right under the nose of dupreeh. They've got no idea that Rain is in this position. While he's doing this, what are the rest of FaZe doing? They're waiting back in lobby, seeing if Rain can get away with anything on this aggro push. They know that Astralis have no idea of this position. And so there is one free kill at least. He tries to play trigger discipline. When dupreeh starts moving, Rain panics and takes the kill while he's got it. Now the A play looking to come in. Bubzkji drops the bomb with that kill. Holding on to heaven is Magisk, and it's all left onto Broky. While he's landed a nice opener, there's so many players in this A-bomb site, and time is running out for Broky. Fast flick and dead to Zip. It's 14 for Astralis, a tie game, and one hell of a comeback that, unlike FaZe, now has a chance to reach completion from Astralis.
I mean, more than a chance, Harry. They're favored at this point of the game. There's no question about it. The momentum, the rounds, the recovery, and the money, everything points in favor of the Danes. Bubzkji's got to have a huge amount of credit. His anchoring on this top side has been amazing. He has dropped the bomb out hut so many times. Him and Glaive just locking down A round after round. And he does it again at the most crucial point so far. Here it goes. FaZe, they're playing for OT now. It's not where they want it to be. But unfortunately, they don't get a say in the matter. Twist down the vent. The rest of FaZe running wild on ramp with the pistols. We got Bubzkji helping out on rotation, and he's going to start to pick up the pieces. More kills found. Twist in B has got to make noise to get anything done in this position. So he does, but Zip is ready to react. And it's all falling apart at the seams here for FaZe Clan. One kill, and that's all they've got.
Yeah, Olof, I mean, he's got the read that there could be a player in this smoke, but May, what do you even do here? He has given us some incredible rounds, but you're asking for a 1v4 up against an on-fire Astralis. Okay. He has nailed dupreeh, maybe. All right, Olof, you're getting us interested. Making us believe, but it's on that swing into Glaive that his fate is locked in, as is the fate of Astralis. They're now the ones moving on to map point in regulation from a 12-4 start to this first half. Now up 15-14. And one away from taking this series 2-0.
It doesn't even feel real, does it? It doesn't feel like this is where we are. I mean, it was so competitive on the first map, and I guess this is competitive, but it certainly doesn't feel like it on the CT side.
It's mental, man. Like, it is a kind of, it feels like a case of history, and history from years ago repeating itself, right? Yeah. It's almost like Glaive's looking over at Karrigan and saying, it's happening again, old friend. You know, like, it's same feeling, different team, and here we are in round 30.
Yeah, last time FaZe, any form of FaZe have managed to beat the Astralis Org was back at Chicago 2018 for an IEM. And boy, today, I don't know if it's going to be the day where they can finally revel in the glory again. Astralis, one more round, one more opportunity. Should be easy now, right? You've pulled yourself through many a difficult situation. It's another full buy for FaZe. Broky's had a great game, but Olof certainly, quieting down on this T side. He may still be top of the server. You can never really pin it on one player, but what a time to go a bit quiet. Maybe this could be the time for FaZe to pull out a round out of nowhere.
And I really hope this is serving as a reminder, both to us, but also to Astralis themselves, that, yeah, you're lacking device. Yeah, you've undergone some huge challenges and changes throughout the last couple of years. But, man, this is possible. This is happening. Twists and Broky hoping that they can uproot this round. Glaive dead in hut, and maybe a chance at overtime after all for FaZe Clan. It's a 1v2. Magisk all alone. An AWP in the retake, and he's got no idea where they've even headed here.
Oh, he's been duped. Sound on Nuke is so difficult. He still doesn't even know for sure. He's got to gamble B. He's got to go for it. Finally, the calls come in, and he's seen a player crossing back. He has a Molotov. Magisk, he can't hit this shot. Olof on one. The Deagle doesn't connect, and Magisk could not 1v2 this time around. We go to OT. We run it right back, and FaZe Clan is still here to fight.
Okay, raise the hands then. Who's happy with this outcome? An overtime in the second map of play between FaZe and Astralis. If you are just tuning in, you have missed one hell of a series. Thus far, Astralis 1-0 up after taking FaZe's map pick of Dust 2 away and putting a stop to an attempted FaZe comeback there. While here on Nuke, it was looking much like the same story, with FaZe 12-4ing at one point in time, then having this comeback all the way to 15 for Astralis. FaZe have just pulled it through to OT.
Yeah, and Astralis are not patient either. Bubzkji getting flashed into the hut peak, he sees nothing. FaZe is set up on the roof. They've loved these A hits, or at least throwing the util behind it. Whether they commit or not is a different question. Even Rain lining up outside smoke, so let's see where this one goes. Astralis, heavy set on the A side. Their anchors have been really good, right? Glaive, Magisk, and Bubzkji all running crossfires on this A site and finding many, many holds, but not enough to close the map out. Here we go, round one. Fast main split from Twist, and we've got this A hit.
Yeah, Bubzkji might get surprised from the presence of Twist back here in main. They haven't pushed the go button just yet.
Outram.
Instead, looking for results at ramp room, but this area has been denied because of the flashes. They back out. Rotations down to B for Astralis, and Twist will open up, but the kills are going either which way. They're just trying to hold on to the A bomb site, but it's only good for the first. dupree's out through heaven, now fighting for his life. The Deagle denied by Brokey, and it's FaZe Clan taking the first when we hit overtime.
Yeah. I love that. FaZe clearly had a big talk about that round coming into OT after the little break, right? That's a lovely fake. They throw all the A utility. Twist gets set up in main. They would want to go, but Twist is smoked. And in that timing, FaZe decide to go and fake ramp, right? Doing a classic, they're faking A, they're hitting ramp. Olof gets his kill in sync with the smoke fading in main. And then Twist is able to get a frag into A, and it all just comes crumbling down for Astralis. Lovely little fake execute there for FaZe. But is that something they can run again? Do they have more in the wheelhouse? Because there's more rounds to be played.
Oh. It's all fine. It's all well and good. Is it just back into A? Out of hut? They're just running it. They're just going in. Okay. All right. Rain's got an opener. It's kind of starting to trickle and slow down a little bit on the back of Matches putting up a hold. Brokey traded from Zip on that fast rotation through heaven, and Glaive has pushed deep outside as well. Now, this does leave a temporary 1v1 for Olofmeister here at the A-bomb site, but he doesn't know that. It's the mere presence of Glaive on the scoreboard when you look at it and see he's still alive that's putting the fear in Olof right now. And so he's being patient. Oh, there's a little attempt at the fight now. He knows about the presence of the man in main. Lots of damage onto Zip. It's traded both ways, though. And Olof's looking worse for wear. Glaive's going to finish off the job. And so we get an immediate response out of Astralis. A change of pace from FaZe that is promptly brought to a close from the Danish side.
Yeah, I'm very surprised this is the game plan for FaZe. Like, oh yeah, let's abuse A. That's the one site that they really weren't getting any value out of in regulation as well, right? With so many really nice A-holes for Astralis. And yeah, FaZe, you got to give it to them. That was a really nice try. Brokey couldn't have fired faster onto Zip coming out heaven after he took that one kill. And we have FaZe again looking for more pressure. Flash for the hut peak. Brokey takes the orb there. It's not a commitment. It's not even a kill, because Astralis don't peek in. Just get spammed. And FaZe now, they have to slow down this round. They have to look elsewhere. Taking the lead here in the T side would be everything. Remember, regulation, Astralis struggled on the T half, so FaZe would love a 2-1, but it's not always that easy. dupreeh takes Twist outside. Bomb still back in spawn, so as Karrigan puts on pressure, someone needs to go back for it, but he certainly can't. He's already dead. Back to the lobby with you, and now FaZe, desperation calls in this 3-on-5.
Oh man, and it's a double ramp hold as well. Walking in to certain death seems to be the order of the day. All right, that kill on Zip's nice. That's actually opened up ramp. Force the AWP out of there. Glaive is down here on B, ready to go. Oh, Brokey caught pulling utility out. Rain taps the bomb. And also, they tap the door, baiting the swing, and there it is. 17 at the end of that first half of overtime. Astralis still up in the lead. I don't know, man. This is unreal, right? We get into OT. Usually, the rule is everything goes out the window, right? The strap book, the tendencies, it's all kind of crumbled apart, but we still have Astralis responding to these new, faster plays out of FaZe as though they've been seeing them all first half long.
And now the question is, we talk about the T side for Astralis. Well, what do they go back to? It was outside control to Secret almost every gun round on that T side, and it never worked. Twist's B rotates were excellent. He was always there in position. We've now got Brokey AWP in Garage as well, rather than floating. So this is FaZe knowing what Astralis like to do. Have we got that lower player? Not yet. Someone could drop Vent in time. Twist is in position to do so, and there he goes. So already lower being controlled, but is that all a ruse for Astralis? They are sneaking. Now they start to pick up the pace and cross towards Secret, but the bomb gets dropped in last place. They can still retrieve it, but it's big information as to what Astralis were planning. The bomb attempted to go down B, and now FaZe are so aware. Twist gone back up, but Olof now anchoring the bomb site. And as long as he goes 1 for 1, at least FaZe should be in for a round.
Oh, Olof trying to get up onto Xantares here, playing the rafters. Loki could get caught from Decon. He has to be careful with his timings. Trapped on mini ramp. Oh, that's the bomb. That's a big bit of info for FaZe to have nabbed. They're very content with this. And they've seen these B plays out of Astralis throughout the entire Astralis T side, right? They know what they're getting here. The bomb's been retrieved. A little cheeky grab from Glaive. And now fast up the vent, maybe, into an A play. It's going to be a little bit dicey at best because Rain's still in the site. There's still a player back in main able to help him as well, but he's smoked off. Rain's alone. Karrigan doing some damage, and dupreeh left as the last man. There's no time for him. It will just be this save out of dupreeh. So FaZe, they weather the storm. They tie us up again, winning the first CT round when we hit OT.
Ouch, you don't want to be saving in 16 KOT as well, right? There's almost no reason to do so. So obviously in that position, unwinnable round with a time left. dupreeh knows it better than anyone. And yeah, you know, while you have FaZe going for A hits that didn't work in regulation, they suddenly work in OT. Well, for Astralis, it's not quite as pretty. The B play again denied. Nice stuff from Brokey as well with the AWP. 2 kills with it. And here we go. We're all leveled up again. 17-0. Astralis calling a tactical timeout. It's their last one getting used right now. Zip is very vocal. Whatever the plan is, it needs to come together quickly. And really, it can't be these outside to Secret plays, right? That's the one thing FaZe have been completely on top of all game.
I'm so happy we're back on LAN. I've missed this exact shot of it being a little pause for Astralis and Glaive looking down the line with that look of determination and grit in his eyes as he gives a rousing speech to the team, trying to figure out how to approach the second to last round in this first overtime.
Yeah, this game could go on forever, and I wouldn't be complaining. But fast outside for Astralis, it's really going to be the game plan once again. Smoke with a big gap, they've got to right-click it. Brokey this time, still looking for cross shots, but you'd hope Astralis, if they are going to cross, they do it before the smokes fade. I like this, though. Behind main they go. It's a bit of a ruse. FaZe think there are numbers heading Secret. And you can't blame them with how this game's gone.
Yeah, if anything, you know, blocking that smoke and forcing them to right-click one kind of sells the idea that numbers are crossing outside, right? No longer now are you thinking, yeah, it's a fake. You saw them drop that smoke by hand. And so early, you've got Twist down in the B bomb site. This is going to soften up elsewhere. Brokey will open with 1. Will that make the difference as outside is still up in contest? Tag onto Bubsky, but they're getting close, Brokey. They wrap jump onto him, and they do get that trade. Better late than never. Twist is holding on to Hell, but right now he hasn't seen anyone. That's because they're taking Heaven. They overrun Karrigan. They've broken through the fort of FaZe, and Twist is mollied off the ladder. They know about him. They're in this A site. Twists can't find a timing, and so they've slipped the net. The A site now belongs to Astralis, and Twist dies trying to make a hero play up through the ladder. It's all on Olof again to try and be the man to save the day, and it doesn't happen. Astralis onto map and series point once more.
What a beautiful round as well. Just hunting down Brokey, who's not missing a beat, right? Even hitting these wallbang shots to Bubsky. It's no fear for Astralis. They charge him. And poor Twist, he had the timing on that ladder. I'm convinced he would have won the round if he got up, but he got tagged on the molly as soon as he was trying to climb the first time around. The second time, he looks clueless there, but that's because he hears Astralis drop out Heaven into the site. He thinks Heaven's clear, but two guys climbed up the rafters outside. Astralis 18-17. This is what it's all come down to. A huge comeback all the way into overtime, and it could be done here and now in 5 kills time.
Yeah, FaZe are now crossing their fingers, hoping to just have a second chance at running this back. Once more, you've crossed with Glaive outside, but the rest of Astralis waiting back in lobby, looking for this explosion. Right now, they're waiting to see what Glaive can get away with. What kind of a journey is he on right now? Down through lower, he hasn't committed very far, so he's actually going to come back up and maybe look to split this A-bomb site with his team.
Ooh. Is this a fake on
moving
ramp?
Towards ramp.
Yeah, they might double back.
There is this boost of Olof. Karrigan has just opened up on a dupreeh. That's a man down. Uh-oh, that's the bomb. They do trade Olof, and now maybe it wasn't the intention, but they're like, yeah, let's get down ramp. We get that kill. We're moving into this B site. Twists has been here since the start of the round, though, and he's going to catch Zip dropping in. Traded by Glaive. It's a 2-on-3 to decide if we get another overtime out of this game yet. And now we might, as it all falls onto the man at the helm of Astralis. Glaive all alone, 1v3. He laid the plans, he laid the foundations for this round. Well, now he's got to build the whole damn house. I'm ticking away, half the time off of it. Glaive in decon, swings the door. That gets them off for the time being, but Brokey peeks it and wins the fight straight up. We're running it back again. Double overtime between FaZe and Astralis here on Nuke. The game that just kept on giving.
Yes, and no breaks in this train either. We run it right back. We don't even wait. We don't hesitate. We don't give Astralis time to gather their thoughts and figure out what the hell they want to do. Some convoluted T-side rounds out of this OT, but not enough to convert the victory. Ancient is still a possibility in this series. Back to the smokes, back to the old familiar. I would say faithful, but it's been anything but. Heavy numbers crossing again. Molly, spam, M4s, orbs, you name it, it's putting in damage. Glaive barely tells the tale of the cross. He gets down with 3 points of health. It's a faster one for Astralis. I like the change of pace, but Olof is still here.
Olof, come on, holding down the line. Really good for that first kill. Magisk is the guy creating space, and Zip hits this timing at ramp, but it's got to be one hell of a bit of ground gain for Zip here. He's going to have to do something despicable because the bomb's been cut loose. Him and dupreeh are here together. This is not what you wanted.
Yeah, they got smoked off on the flank. Gonna walk through, or at least wait in the fade. You think someone's on it at this point, but now FaZe is just playing for the bomb. They've got secret cover. They know that this is coming likely from ramp. That's the one position they don't know right now. Brokey scoped up, ready and waiting. Jiggle, and ducked under the shot, but still, Astralis, even though they live one AWP bullet, there's so many players ready and waiting. Twist is even tucked as well. Brokey can just play off of him if he pleases. Doesn't need to go wide. He's just drawing so much attention, so much fight. And then Twist swings out with a kill. All onto dupreeh. 1-on-4. And they're even behind him. There's no getting out alive.
Yeah, he tries to hunt down the kill on Rain, but can't find it. And so FaZe once more grabbing that first in overtime when we hit it, right up to 19-18. Cost 22, magic number you're hoping for now.
Yeah, and I definitely get worried for these T-sides for Astralis because they have just been a bit scary in some of these rounds, right? Not the typical death machine that we know. They've had some great calls, but they've also had some rounds that have just been denied within seconds. And they still look to keep up the pace.
Oh my goodness, yeah, they really do. It's another fast round. Look at this. They're already in A. Karrigan, he's blinded. Glaive and Bubzkji, couple of kills either which way. dupreeh does trade Rain out, and so it's another one of these explosive back and forth rounds where we end up in a 2-on-2 with so much time left. 1 minute and 20 seconds or thereabouts. Plenty of time to make your mind up. You are not in a rush here if you're Astralis. They're still pressuring A. They force Brokey down, and now they've got him trapped in Hut. They're spamming him. He's getting lower and lower with each second that passes, and yet still is aggressive. Oh! Brokey with one hell of a shot. And listen to FaZe after that one. They know the importance of getting that over the line. 20-18, soaring forward towards a flawless CT half.
And on Dust 2, it was a storyline of where's Brokey? We need this powerful AWP. We know Astralis' AWP isn't committed at this point, so it should be free reign for Brokey. It was, you know, Olof we were talking about. It was Twist on AWP on Dust 2, but right now, Brokey's having a hell of a game. Sexy flicks, and maybe a flawless CT side for FaZe. They're looking for it. Oh, maybe don't want to get ahead of myself. Rain pushed out of his main position. That gives a lot of room for Astralis outside. And look at what they're taking. Magiska just walked in. Twist got the info, but he can't get the kill. He's got to calm that over. Karrigan does get the spray off. And Astralis wanted to hit A on the back of it. Instead, they're just getting denied at every avenue, every turning. And now it's a 3-on-5, falling apart once again. No kills in this round, and none to be found for Twist. It's done. 21-18. Flawless CT side. That's more like it from FaZe.
Yeah, being real, right, with how the T-sides have looked for both squads, I think it was going to take a flawless CT half for one of these teams to close this out. The fact that it's FaZe to have done it is certainly exciting, right? It means that now we're just one away from heading to Ancient as the third map.
Hell yeah. That's what we want, man. Mid-Atlantic Ancient. Delicious. But will FaZe serve up that meal? Because Astralis still got another CT side to play. Zip spammed, I don't know where through. 1 health, I presume by the AWP. It's fast kill for Glaive at least, right? I really wonder what lineup Brokey just used to hit Zip in heaven with the AWP. That's just dirt. But nonetheless, it's still a 5-on-4. He may be low, but it's not information that FaZe have at the moment. And it all goes quiet. Smokes land outside. Bit of a ruse, though, and nothing that Astralis will be throwing bodies at with the advantage. The fear is there, but Bubzkji still has utility to stop this A play, delay it for even more seconds. The door gets open, and Glaive shoots right through it, so Astralis still hanging on by a thread at least.
Yeah, this is a great hold out of Astralis. Isn't going to be enough, however, because Twist's trying to make magic happen. Still, the trades come through. Astralis don't fall for the outside smokes. They knew it was coming back into this A site, and dupreeh sees it through to the very end. Little note as well, Glaive faked the vent drop just before that push comes in, right? And I think that's why the door swings when it does. They hear him go down the vent, then he silently walks back up. And that, to me, is just screaming. They knew it was destined to be the A play. They knew that they were playing around with FaZe's hearts and minds in that one there.
Yeah, and so don't count Astralis out of flawless CT sides. I mean, that's where they pulled their comeback in the first place. And this double AWP could be a means to an end for them. Brokey would love another opening kill. Door smoke comes in on the Molotov and he loses vision. So back outside for FaZe, back to the drawing board. Get these smokes in. dupreeh's repositioned as well. With things going quiet, he's read into this, moving towards the garage. He will be cut off by utility. Eventually. Here they start to land. Ollie even on the smoke. Has Glaive caused a problem there, or is it all under control for FaZe? It seems like they have just enough to cross with no gap. So Glaive, he's looking for legs, he's looking for feet, but don't know if he's going to be able to find any guaranteed kills here. Oh, there's something, some damage to Brokey, but the majority of FaZe, 4 of which charged loud and proud down towards lower.
There are these rotations here nice and early. Glaive and Zip teaming up. Little tag team effort. Oh, the power of 2. Here it is, lighting up this lower push. Just Brokey and Olof and man, while we've had this tag team, this double up out of Astralis, can Brokey and Olof now do the same for FaZe? They do catch a couple of kills apiece, and that has opened up a path into the A bomb site. Olof has just created a whole opportunity for FaZe here.
Yeah, they're flanking Vent as well, so this can be covered really easily by FaZe. Olof's trying to be tasked with that. Brokey got the bomb plant. We've got flanks from every position. Olof's read it. Radio's coming in, but he is in the back of the door. Oh, he doesn't look back, but just with a kill, leaves Brokey in the clutch. This should be undoable with his health, with the AWP, and with a quick shot to start. Brokey's got a lot more to do.
Yeah, in through main. Zip's just going to spam him out. Oh, the brutality. Brokey was hoping to have somewhat of a chance. He gets it to that 1v2. He's feeling good. He's feeling kind of confident in himself. But the read is in for Zip, never even sees him, never even gives him a chance to fight there.
Do we really have a triple OT, Harry? Do we really have that? It might be on the horizon. What a hold in lower, a double setup for Astralis as well. First time we've seen that, and look at the results. Glaive, 3 kills down there. And FaZe, with their last time out as well, we lost Astralis's quite a few rounds ago. FaZe are now making use of every break they can. This game has gone on long enough, they say. It's time to end it.
This is mental. Like, both these squads are wanting this victory so much, and for different reasons. For Astralis, they just want a 2-0. They want this put to bed now. They don't want to have to long this out across 3 maps and risk it falling apart on Ancient. For FaZe, they're on a redemption arc, right? They've had to make comebacks happen. They've had comebacks denied. They've had it all. And yet still, they're stood here with 21 rounds to their name, giving it their all. It's a war of attrition as the overtimes continue to rack up. Heading in to the final round of this second OT. Will Astralis pull off a flawless CT side of their own to take us to a third?
Seems obscene to say it, but that's where we are. Smoke's coming up outside for FaZe late. Olof keeping Magiska drawn in on the ramp with that secondary AWP. dupreeh's got his first. But he's not getting any info out here at the moment. No info outside. It's just Glaive watching that cross from Garage. So as far as they're concerned, Secret Walk can come in. And it's nice that it's a walk as well. Glaive would love footsteps here to come over to his team, to give numbers, to give more of an idea. Because the call right now is they can be B, but you don't know how many. And you need to find out ASAP. So there is a rotate drawn down in the form of dupreeh with the AWP. But FaZe, silent as ever. How deadly.
dupreeh holding this line with the AWP. There's that first kill. He even spots the boost. dupreeh onto a winner here. 2 in the sight, and the AWP still kicking. Finally brought to its knees by Twistzz. However, dupreeh has done one thing. He's bought the unbuyable. He's bought Astralis time to rotate players down into this B site, dropping the bomb. But now 2 kills in the blink of an eye. It's so damn close. There's no time for Olof Meister, and we're running it back again. Into a third overtime we go. Not a clear winner in sight. Oh my word! We're taking a quick break and then we're back.
Not.
Oh wait, we're not.
Right
We're just going straight back in. The break's cancelled. Let's go.
Back. There's no breaks. There's no waits on this train.
Oh, thank goodness.
Run it right back.
I don't want to ruin this momentum, man. No. This is unreal.
And neither do Astralis. Flawless CT. Now they pick it back up on the same half. Isn't that nice? Just keep on keeping on, guys. You just found 3 in a row. How about 6?
This is mental. As if you could have asked for more out of such a storied, historic matchup. word.
He's stuck behind the
stuck.
vent.
Olaf, I know you've been out of the game for a moment now, but come on.
Okay.
He's stuck. He hasn't realized yet. He's trying to get down. He's in the corner. Finally makes the vent drop happen. Okay.
Phew.
Okay, Olaf, you managed to do it. You managed to do it. Now they know he's down in these vents. He dropped loud, so that info is there for Astralis at least.
Yeah, just having this control is huge, right? Because it means that Astralis, two things. One, they can't rotate down vent, but, you know, they have to go ramp if they want to play B, and at that point, they can't really go into secret. It just means that FaZe have secret under full control, and that's why they're throwing these fake smokes to scare Astralis about numbers on lower. It's not going to force any panic rotates. Zip doesn't even go B. He stays back at the ramp side. They say if you want lower, you can have it. And this is such a great call for Astralis because FaZe don't want lower. Not yet, at least. If they do, it will be through ramp. Timing for Karrigan, getting caught by Magiska's push. And now he owns the lobby. FaZe are just going to commit. They're just going to go forward into the orb. dupreeh dropping away. And Brokey trying to hunt down. He can't do a thing. Zip is here with cover. And kill after kill comes up in favor of Astralis. Just Twist left up on damage control, damage duty, and 1 kill, but no time to win this round.
Yeah, he's managed to slip past the CT vent player. However, okay, still moving, still going in, and it's some nice shots from Twist. However, they're all in vain. They're nothing more than padding those stats out. Astralis still get the round to open up this third OT. Once more, as we've seen throughout all the overtime so far, it's the CT sides that are looking where these squads are trying to do the bulk of their work. Yeah,
to say that Glaive is still the top fragger in the server is unbelievable as well. Like, he is keeping it up on an individual level, right? What a performance from him. And it might be worth its weight in gold if Astralis can, again, keep up a clean CT streak here. Karrigan, though, fast-paced. Does Glaive hear it? Are the comms flooded? Or does he know he's been dropped on? Glaive does kill an outside player, but I don't know if this has been called. Karrigan has so much room to do whatever the hell he wants.
This is massive, man. At ramp, your Zip's just dead in the back of the head. No idea. Ooh. He's got no clue. Karrigan's trying to play some form of trigger discipline here, but nothing else presents itself. Zip's blindsided. Now ramp room belongs to FaZe. They move in. This room that Karrigan has been able to create for the rest of his team, is that a defining part of the chapter that is this third overtime?
Oh, Bubsy's behind the door, they have no idea. He swings it back open, he's playing with them, and he takes Karrigan out as well. The bomb plant cancelled to allow Brokey to fight back, but he's removed right after leaving Olaf. Blink and you miss it. This B play is falling apart, but Olaf did grab the bomb. Maybe a chance if he killed Magisk, but not today. Needed that one to go back up the ladder. And not going to happen. 23, 21, no pauses left for anybody. And Astralis, again, looking for the 6-0 here on this CT side, if you count last OT.
The scariest part for FaZe, though, is like the difference it makes when it was them having just had the flawless CT half moving into a T side. Well, now it's going to happen the other way around. If you don't manage a T side round here, you need to offer up another flawless CT half to pull it back to a 4th OT. So this is just a battle of the CT sides.
Man, Bubsky doesn't care, does he? He is throwing caution to the wind. Audacious hot push.
And at a time like this, though, at a time like this, like, that is ballsy, right? Yeah. You've been so reliant on getting these CT rounds. And Bubsky has decided he's willing to risk it all on this deep angle. And it's given that first kill over. So now someone else has got to make up for this. Magisk and dupreeh might just be those men as they come in with a few kills apiece. Twist takes matters into his own hands. And suddenly, FaZe Clan might be on their way to their first and only T-side round.
Oh, he's eviscerated them. 4 kills, maybe an ace. Zip has snuck up the ladder, but Twist has his right idea, and he's going to close it out as well. This tournament is full of aces, full of plays, and full of LAN CS. I wouldn't want it any other way. FaZe find a round, all on the back of Twists. And this is anyone's game, as it has been all damn series.
Both teams are just pushing each other to the very limits of what they're capable of. We are getting an incredible showing out of both FaZe and Astralis. They're so evenly matched that it just feels like no one can take this. No one can get it over the line. What will be that X factor? Is the one T-side round gonna be the difference maker? Is that one round out of Twists the thing that decides the outcome of this map?
Last IEM LAN Katowice, we had 13 clutches over that event. Here in Cologne, day 2 of the group stage, or day 3 of the group stage, and we have, day 2 of the group stage, past the play-ins, we have already 11. At least, is presuming more haven't gone on in other matches live right now. So what a score getting set here. Everyone's hungry to be back. Twists. Oh dear. He's got the spot for it. They're walking through Garage right now. Often to see players run boost over this gap to try and dodge an AWP, but do Astralis want to make noise? Back on the T side, that's had so many problems for them. They're creeping up, they're crawling towards Twist, and they might be favored unless the barrel in the shadow gives it away. They turn, and Twist's only going to get one. That might be enough, though. Magisk on the Hell Wrap, putting on pressure, climbing up, but it is all a bit of a ruse. They're dropping B with the bomb.
Yeah, just the presence of a Heaven Wrap really makes these players in A have to commit, have to just batten down the hatches and maybe even look to take some kind of lobby or hot control. You are pressuring these A players out of the site and in towards lobby, driving them further and further away from these B rotations. While this is going on, Astralis are trying to work their way into the B site, and they get both kills at ramp and at vent. B is now open, and as mentioned, these two players that got forced into the lobby are so far away that they can't do a thing. Karrigan is left in this clutch, and it should be impossible. Indeed it is. Astralis up onto 24. And now FaZe need to take the next 2 in a row if they want to get us to yet another OT.
If I'm the double AWP duo of Brokey and Olof, I am pissed after that round. At the 10-second on the clock mark, Zip lurks out Rap. I mean, he doesn't even lurk out Rap. Olof comes to him. Olof pushes lobby, setting himself up for his potential rotate to be through vent, perhaps. And Zip is here. Look at the clock. 12 seconds, man, when he gets that kill. I mean, how do you read that one? Why is he there? The sentence has left many a mouth, and 24-22, Astralis just need this one.
Yeah, getting these T-side rounds. As mentioned, it's been a reoccurring problem in OT for both squads, and now, with both of them finding a round, it's put us in a very interesting position. FaZe, we need to return to these big CT halves. We need to go back to what we've seen throughout this map from FaZe. Astralis is so measured in how they're approaching it. They know that once more, all the pressure is on FaZe Clan. The entire fate, not just of this map, but of the series, is working against FaZe.
Yeah, Twist's in the killer position for this round, right? If they're trying to main wrap, he is going to be able to slice and dice. But smokes start to land, and his view lines get removed. They can walk in through that smoke into main. That seems to be the plan here for dupreeh. The rest of Astralis grouped up in lobby. 40 seconds. CT's no idea. And dupreeh destroys Raid, who wasn't considering it. Karrigan now anchoring, has to do a lot of work on his own. No help, and he can't hit the first shot. It's all falling apart.
This could be it. 3 on 4. Numbers favoring Astralis, and oh, it gets even worse. Twists and Olof, they've got to do the impossible. They've got to break this round apart. Olof, with 1 kill, spots another player in the site, but Zip's not going down without a fight. Olof can't find a thing. Finally has bought Zip out. Still dupreeh and glaive, and dupreeh's going to seal the deal. Astralis, they long it out. A war of attrition for the Danes. And they get it over the line, 2-0 over FaZe Clan to open up IEM Cologne.